So Johnny doesn't want to be married anymore.
Yo, welcome back to another video of Posting Up with the Partners.
In today's video, we're going to do a Q&A. So what we did was we asked our friends on Instagram to just kind of throw some questions our way, pretty much about anything that they have questions about. Okay, so we'll go through the list of questions. And the first question is, what is your favorite trait about each other? My favorite trait about you is, my favorite physical trait about you is
Easy.
is probably either your smile or your back. You have a really nice back.
Oh,
and then like a different trait, like I would say like your drive or your like dedication to something, like to accomplishing something. What's your favorite physical trait?
Physical trait?
Easy.
That wagon.
Okay, and then?
You're very nurturing.
Thanks, babe. Next question. How has life dating and life married been different? Is it a big change? Well, in my opinion, having a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship and then having like a husband-wife married relationship is definitely different. At first, like, it didn't feel like it between Johnny and I just because we've been together for so long, but there were a lot of aspects that changed that like were so much better as a married couple than it was like just in a relationship.
Like?
I mean, get to do the dirty. Okay, no, but seriously, like, being married to him, we're kind of doing like God's work, and so I feel that now that Johnny and I are one and we've come together before God, you know, binding the three of us together, I just think that our life has changed in that aspect, in the way we serve God's kingdom and like show other people that it is okay to be in this generation, to be young, to be Christian, to be married, because a lot of the times like it's, I don't know, it's kind of like frowned upon to be married and tied down, but yeah, it's definitely different than like just being with someone as your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Like, you have like a more understanding of each other, and then there's just like a higher level that I've put Johnny at since he's become my husband rather than my boyfriend. And I think that's done a lot, like, really good for our relationship and our marriage.
Well, I know it's definitely been a change internally and spiritually, for sure. You know, she's definitely at a higher level on higher ground. You know, we're one now, so it's totally different than just being in a relationship. And I would say number two, you know, being a man, it's me definitely, you know, setting boundaries with, you know, people in my boys in my circle or anything like that. It's not, they don't press me or pressure me to do anything, but it's definitely setting boundaries, you know, what I should be doing. You know, she doesn't care what I do, but it's me and my heart and my spirit knowing what I should be doing, what I should not be doing. That's gonna, you know, respect our marriage.
Question number 3. When I'm gonna get some grandbabies? That's from Johnny's mom.
A year?
Maybe.
Trying to lock down a home first.
A month? Just kidding.
I'm gonna lock down a home first. So hopefully by the end of this year,
yeah,
that goal 1 will be accomplished, and then 2 would be, oh, they didn't hear me? Knocking her up.
We would be really happy though, like, if we were to get pregnant right now.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of people, well, I've heard a lot of things, people saying, you don't do this, don't get pregnant with this. You know, I believe, and I'm 100% confident, we did it the right way. You know, 24, 26 years old, graduated college, got married, you know, we did things the right way. So anybody else that has anything to say about that is, you know, I'll take it. You know, I'll take it with full respect, but we made the right decision. So what comes next after that is That's our decision.
And it's not really like something. I mean, John and I really want to have kids. We want to have kids soon, but it's not something we're like super opposed to if it were to happen right now. We're really trying to just put it in God's hands. I mean, He is the one that like is going to bless us with a child at the perfect time that He sees fit for us, and so that's really just kind of what we're going with. So whenever it happens, it happens. But real soon, okay, Mom? Question number, I don't know. If you switch places for a day, do you think you would survive? Would your partner survive?
I'm not dealing with them kids.
If you guys don't know, I work at a school, so Johnny means the kids at the school.
Oh yeah, I should have put content. I'm not dealing with them kids in that classroom.
All the classrooms. Yeah.
All of them. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Could you survive a day in my world? Probably not.
I don't know. I don't know. I could do anything, but would I want to?
You couldn't right now.
Ugh. Sounds terrible.
I think I probably have a better chance.
Wow, definitely not.
Yeah.
First, okay, let's just lay it down right now. There's no way you'd be able to be a woman, period. You wouldn't be able to survive in a woman's body.
And you wouldn't be able to survive in a man's body, so what's your point?
I could definitely do it more. But you guys don't have to do anything.
Okay.
You don't have to get a period.
We are not
You don't have to focus on your hair or your makeup.
Move on. Next. This is just, no. Next.
Next question is, how do you deal with arguments?
When we were dating in a relationship, things would blow up fairly quickly, easily. We were long distance too, so we were about 5 to 7 hours away. So everything was over the phone. Yep. And I'm sure you guys know that arguments over the phone go nowhere. Arguments over text go nowhere. Yeah. I'm over here thinking she sounds pissed off, but she sounds actually fine, and then it's just an argument right then and there. So yeah, arguments used to escalate quickly, and we would argue about little, just stupid things.
Everything.
Yeah, just little bickering things, mainly because we just never saw each other.
Right.
So that was the main gist of everything. But now, it's more, definitely developed a lot more patience.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, not to say that we're perfect, but we don't like argue that often, and when we do, it's just like little bickerments, and then it's like done with 5 minutes later. John and I have gotten to a point where since we've had so many like different seasons in our relationship where we got together, we're in the honeymoon stage, and then we broke up, we got back together, broke up, and then we're together for a long time, did long distance, and then got engaged. All those things, like we've been through so many things where I think we've learned each other's like love language, learned each other's like how to react to each other in like certain circumstances. So Johnny's done a really good job to like understand like when I'm actually really heated, like what to do then, rather than before where he would just like do something else and it would piss me off and just escalate the situation. And then like vice versa, like if Johnny's upset about something, I've learned to kind of just do what I need to do to make sure that I'm catering to my husband. So yeah, I think really just what you need to do is if you get into an argument with your significant other, you kind of just have to like take a step back, really think about the situation, think about the things that you're getting mad about, pray about it. Praying about it is seriously a game changer.
Choosing your battles wisely. I definitely know when to choose, It's definitely maneuvering and seeing which will be the best. I'm not gonna get into an argument with her, pick something little when she's off work, and she just came home from spending 8, 9 hours with some kids.
Yeah, so like if you have a problem or you have something you want to bring up to your spouse or your partner, know when to like bring that up. Like like Johnny said, like when you're when I'm really tired coming home from work at 6 or 7 o'clock, like is that the time I want you to tell me I need to do the laundry? No. Like pick and choose like those times, pick and choose your battles. Don't hold on to grudges. That's something that Johnny and I did all the time, especially myself. Like I would hold grudges for days and I wouldn't want to talk to him and things like that's not solving anything. So if you really care about your partner, just sit down, swallow your pride, get to it, and just work on your relationship, work on whatever it is that you guys are fighting about, and come to an agreement, compromise, and then just go from there. I think you guys will, once you get through it a few times, you'll be okay.
And speaking to the men, it's definitely learning to just throw away your pride. Pride is the downfall of any man. So having that wall up it can destroy you and it can destroy your marriage. So I've definitely learned to just let all of that go since being married. And if I got to be the first one to apologize every single time we get an argument, then I don't mind it. That's just my job.
Good, babe.
Happy wife, happy life.
That's right. Next question. What have you learned about your wife that you didn't know before you got married? Or what have you two learned about one another that you didn't know before marriage? Jonny and I have known each other for so long that it's like kind of hard to like relearn things, or not relearn things, but just learn new things all the time. Not to say that we don't, because we definitely do. One thing I've learned about Jonny is that and I already knew this like before we got married, but I've learned like a much bigger extent, a much like wider perspective on this. But Jonny has a really big heart, and if I like do certain things to like cater to him, it makes him so much more happy and so much more joyful, that in turn like he blesses me. So like for example, I let him play like not let him, but a lot of the times like wives complain about, you know, playing video games and all that, and on the weekends Jonny just likes to play video games. It's just like his time to release from like work or whatever's going on. And most wives will like complain about, you know, them doing it for X amount of hours or whatever, but for me, like I generally like when he does that, just because he can free his mind and he just relaxes. He's doing something that he enjoys, and then in turn like he's so much more happier, and he has such a better perspective and attitude towards me that it like really blesses me as well. And so I think that that's something I've learned about him, that the more I bless him, the more he blesses me even tenfold. And so
in your bag, huh?
And so just with his big heart, like the more is given to him, the more he gives to somebody else. And I already knew that, but I haven't seen it as greatly as I have in our marriage. So that's probably something I've learned about him.
So a little bit right before the wedding, me and Marissa moved into her parents' house. So I live with my in-laws. And it's been a blessing for me because, you know, a lot of people say that that's the last thing they want to do. And we're blessed to have a great relationship, vice versa with my parents and her parents. I've got to really know her. You know, why she acts the way she does, why she does the things she does, where she got her traits and her characteristics. It's really refreshing for me, because when we would argue before we were married and things like, I was just, why is she like, why are you like that?
Yeah.
You know, so it's really, it's a blessing to see everything in full circle now. So now I know how to act, now I know how to respond, now I know what to do in every single situation now. So that's definitely been a blessing. So don't mistake living with your in-laws a curse, because it could definitely be a blessing, just depending on how you're looking at how you're picking apart the situation.
Yeah, for sure. I would actually agree with that. Like, ever since Jonny has kind of understood like my family more, he understands me more, and he's kind of like let up on certain things and helped me with other things. So that's definitely, yeah, been a huge blessing. Alright guys, well, we're gonna end it there. That was kind of a lot already. I think we're like into like 15-20 minutes, so we're gonna stop there. But thank you guys so much for those who asked questions. If you guys have any other questions, we're gonna do another Q&A probably later on, so if you guys want any other questions, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section, and we'll get to those as well. As always, you guys, if you guys have anything that you want us to pray for you about, any prayer requests, please let us know. We're always trying to give back to people. We're always trying to just be there for people, as we've been through so many struggles in our own lives, which we'll also share with you guys in future videos. But if there's anything that you guys would like us to pray for you guys about, please let us know, and we are more than happy to do so. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video,
and come back to posting up with the Parkers. Touch my face. I didn't have my ring.
Where's your ring?
Huh? It's right there. I took a shower. Sorry.
So Jonny doesn't want to be married anymore.
Relax.
He took his ring off. Put it back on. Oh.
You look like the earth.
Oh gosh. Well, in my opinion, at first, yo, the camera is crooked.